this is my new Holly Book Club on Inside Ideas. Today I'm delighted to welcome the author of A Child in Berlin, Rhonda Lauritzen, and the child, now a grandmother, who the book is about, Heidi Posnien. Welcome to you both. A Child in Berlin is Heidi's real-life story in Germany during World War II, when as a 10-year-old she had to survive alone in her Berlin apartment and protect it until her mum came home. The book is the war years for Heidi before and after the time she had to protect her home alone. Hello to you both. Would you both like to introduce yourselves?
Well, thank you. That was a lovely introduction and so nice to be with you, Holly. So impressed with what you're doing. So I'm Rhonda Lauritzen, I'm the author, and of course,
I'm Heidi Posnien.
When you were alone in your Berlin apartment, Heidi, what
Yeah.
gave you the strength and skills to survive?
Well, it took a while, I guess, because it didn't happen overnight, because of all the things that happened before during the war. It made me stronger. And so I guess that helped me to survive like that. What do you think?
You've been alone. I mean, you had gradually been sort of sent away away from your family and times when you kind of felt abandoned. And so little by little, you became more independent.
And then I was the only child too, so I was always around adults. So everything I did was more like an adult, even though I was just a child. And that helped too.
I think in some ways also you came that way.
Maybe so, yeah.
You
was born strong.
Yeah. And your mother was very strong and she taught you to be very courageous as well.
Yeah.
How important was your imagination and the moon during your toughest times as a child?
Your friend the moon.
Oh, my friend the moon. Well, wherever I went, he was always there. If I was running, he seemed to be running right along with me. And if I walked really slow, he was going slow and he was always lighting my way. So we just became friends because he was always there.
Holly, I love that you picked up on that. We've done a lot of other interviews and no one has asked about that. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Heidi, you and Ushi sold cigarettes during the war. You were true innovators. How have those skills helped you as an adult?
Yes. What about Ushi?
You guys used to roll cigarettes and sell them for movie money. And how has that sort of innovation spirit, that entrepreneurial spirit, helped you in life?
I think because now I don't need anybody else to do anything for me. I can always figure out how to do things for myself. And no matter how hard times get, I can always manage to figure out some way to help myself. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Your mum met Hitler. What did she tell you about him that sticks with you the most?
She didn't say much. She just said that everything was so glamorous and it was exciting. And he did acknowledge when he came into the door and then sat down at the table. Well, he was actually standing there and greeting everybody first. And then everybody sat down and then he sat down too. And when he was sat down, he noticed my mother's, that my mother was there, and he kind of like nodded a little bit and then he sat back. And so my mom was really flattered that she got all that attention because she didn't know much about him at that time. That was right at the beginning when Hitler was the Superman, you know. So yeah, things changed.
Your unbelievable spirit, the ability you had in Berlin to stay calm in difficult times. How important was the example set by your mum, not just during the war, but throughout your life?
Well, especially during the war, whenever something horrible happened, most mothers or women would get all nervous and upset. And my mother kept her cool. And by doing that, as long as she kept her cool, I was okay too, because I knew that I was protected, and so I had no worries. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right.
Do you think you will both produce another book?
Yes, but not about that. Maybe later on, my teenage years, and when I came to America, because that was always my dream to come to America.
It's already written. Holly, we have drafted the next book. So we don't know whether the publisher will want it or not, but her whole life after was absolutely fascinating. When she met an American and came here and raised, she had a bobcat and peacocks and so many, and horses and so many adventures, like crazy things still in this country. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
But Holly, you're a reader, right? What made I want to ask you a question. What made you want to start a podcast about books?
Mainly just because I enjoy reading. I kind of enjoy being able to jump into other worlds. And the writing is just really enjoyable. And I thought, well, it would be nice to meet some of the writers and authors of the books that I've read.
Well, congratulations. You're doing really a good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Pretty amazing. Well, you can get back to your questions, but I was dying to know about you.
Thank you. Thank you both so much for your time. This is a book everyone should read, and it is one I will keep with me through my life. Thanks again, and thanks for watching.
Thank you so much.
You.